Oh boy, well this got derailed for BBQ pretty quickly. On paper at least.
What a drop. That was
my own. Have to preserve it for that Telecom war tomorrow.
Oh, come on, don't phone in this one. It's a good game, Achilles.
I'll give it everything I got. Coming through, Haru comes over the wall, jumps onto Bless. Get some damage and won't find much. Flash forward into the Flay. It's going to be him going up at the wall. Dark Passage comes through, Dragon Crown in. And that's going to be First Blood going over the Rise. Nicely set up, I think.
Operant word for me is consider. Inori certainly had his big games.
Oh, Wraith getting caught out. Goes low. Kill comes up, but it's not enough to keep him alive. He goes down. Bless takes away the kill. Nice turnaround there by BBQ, but now Samsung, they're trying to get an answering kill. Deadly Flourish connects on the Temptance and cleanse off. Will keep him safe, has the flash available all the same. He makes it out with his life.
Yeah, very steadfast.
Where do they want to go from here? Looks like it might just be charging right back up the river. Crown gonna get hit by that Cocoon. Deadly Flourish dodged out by the repel from Bless. He comes back down. Hook not gonna connect. Bless goes low. Big Flay back in from Wraith. They come up with a kill as they take out the Elise, but they're gonna trade Thresh for it. Crown trying to trade back here with Temp, but he's quite low on mana. Curtain Call shot lands. Another one. The fourth and final, and Haru, he's got the Void Spikes to finish off the Cassiopeia. 2 kills for 1, picked up by Samsung. Can they transition that into a first brick is going to be the question. Maybe looking at this mid lane turret. Petrifying Gaze, yet again, not going to land. That's going to be the Curtain Call opened up. Cube has to flash into the pit to try to keep himself alive. Shots coming through. Fourth one does find Totoro. He goes low. Meanwhile, Haru in the pit. Repel comes through from Bless. It's going to be Haru picking up the Infernal Drake, but can they mitigate their losses? Haru will fall. 2 kills so far for the side of BBQ. Totoro and Bless barely making it out with their lives. They come up with 2 kills, but they do not get the Drake into live. BBQ.
Samsung don't even know. They think about it now, but it's down to
right
3,000.
over onto this. Yeah, Baron down below 2K now. Stitch arriving. They see this happening, and that's just going to be the Baron picked up. Cube comes in, trying to lock somebody up. Goes Twisted Advance onto Ghost in the back line. Doesn't have any mana. Just trying to smack him as hard as the tree can, but he flashes out of the pit to safety. Stitch comes over the wall, gets a kill in onto Totoro, but he pays for that one with his own life. As Crazy stuns him in and takes him out. A 1-for-1 and a Baron going over to BBQ off the backside of that Infernal Drake.
And sometimes
out of all 5 members of BBQ, such a bad spot to be in. Flashes will not get stunned into the wall, but this is just pretty much all she wrote. Gets a big shield coming through from the Archangels. Can he make it out of here with his life? The answer is going to be no, as Bless takes him down. And oh, look at this, a consolation prize. And another Infernal Drake. Crazy trying to get himself away from the multiple members of BBQ, but he's getting ripped down to half HP. Deadly Flourish not going to stop anybody. And Tempty's got so much damage. There we go. He tries to flash away, but he gets taken down as Ghost comes up with the kill, and that's going to be an Infernal Drake going over to BBQ. And now
down. I think you can turn on to Baron. Not really worried about the contest now, and Haru is not spotted, so could look for the steal.
The recall comes through. Cube keeping back into the fight. Redemption comes down. Crazy pop back up yet again at full HP. Baron at 4K health. Can they stop this? Petrifying Gaze yet again, not going to find anybody. Temp getting locked up. The big shield comes through. He almost gets bursted down, and then we go. Stitch pushes forward, comes up with a kill. Crazy gets his GA pop now, just trying to exit as best as he can, but Samsung has so much damage. They take out 3 members of BBQ, and now they themselves are turning over onto the Baron. Bless is so low. It'd be a suicide mission for him to go for this steal, but he feels like he might just have to do it. 1 shot from Stitch would take him out. Deadly Flourish not going to connect, but Crown is here to follow up. That is going to be the Spider getting stomped out. That's the Baron to Samsung, and they turn this game right on its head time and time again. A little bit of damage, but he's able to get the turret in the end. And while top goes down, BBQ trying to all in onto this bottom side. Juve goes low, a couple more shots would take him out. Flash forward. Ghost is able to find it.
And more,
they get more. It's going to be the Scrying Orb coming down. They take the Blast Cone out. Bless just gets 1v1 by Haru, comes up with the kill, and that should be the first inhibitor going down to the top side of the map.
Yeah, Baron buff has worn out, but Crown will also get free auto attacks. They aren't going to engage into Samsung Galaxy either, so free Infernal over to Samsung.
Elder. Free Elder, yeah.
Free Elder. My apologies. But that fast will be at about less than a third. In fact, a sliver, a tenth even.
About a tenth, yeah. So they can just go ahead, walk up, Stitch. Very easily can take that out. Crazy goes in, trying to get on top of Haru. Gets an eye on the jump. Pops him up with the Keeper's Verdict. The shield's coming through from the side of Samsung. It's not enough to keep him alive, but now they're still fighting against this Elder Dragon buffed Samsung squad. Temp goes in, finds Stitch, works him down quite low, but can't come up with the kill yet. Crown's still full HP, and BBQ just has to be so cautious walking up towards this rise. They get the GA pop. away from Cuvee. Big hit on that fourth and final shot comes through. Crown goes for it, and he takes out the pop. He follows up with another one onto Totoro. He makes it a triple kill as he gets tapped. Can he make it a quadra? Hunting down for Ghost, who's just running for his life down the bottom lane. Lands the Rune Prison before he jumps away. One more Q. Can he get it?
Oh, the burn is not enough.
Yeah, Ghost will not go down, so no quadra kill coming through. Won't be able to lead into the Penta. But Samsung trying to break the base, but they're pretty damn low, and Bless comes up with a kill on the Wraith. They're going to have to peel back out of this one. True Shot Barrage not going to find a target. Crown, Cuvee, and Stitch.
To end the game, so 43 minutes, we do drag on. They are all but ending the game, and speaking of ending the game, ended Totoro's life instantly.
Yeah, gets the reset, can hop right back into the pit. You can see just how much damage this Baron has taken, already down below half. Bless is here, he's just going to take the blast cone over towards the Krugs. Can't even try to go for the steal. Would just start
lineup, but things looked a lot better. Now BBQ can try and engage, but seems so unlikely.
Yeah, first verdict does come out, ejects Cuvee yet again. Kurtkall is firing off of the back lines. Ghost goes low. Pell comes through from Bless, just keeping himself alive as best as possible. Crown pushes in, takes out Crazy yet again. Big petrifying gaze onto Wraith and Crown, but they're only able to find the Thresh. Meanwhile, a double kill coming through for Haru. The Nexus falls, and that is going to be Samsung. A massive turnaround on that game, but they come up with the win against seemingly against all odds with this squad that they're just not as practiced on. Stitch, Wraith,